Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Tara, and today I'm going to be guiding us through a nice, stretchy, all body flow. If you have two yoga blocks, maybe have those handy. And if you have a strap or maybe a small towel, maybe have that close by too. If you don't have any of these things, don't worry. I'm going to give us lots of different options as we move through this class together. So we're going to get started in our child's pose. So take your knees as wide as your yoga mat, toes can touch, and then you're going to walk your fingertips forward and drop your head all the way down to the ground. Now, if your head doesn't quite reach the ground, you could always place a block or a cushion underneath your head. So a few moments in stillness here before we begin to move the body. Maybe eyes are closed. And take a moment just to notice how your body's feeling today. Any areas of tightness, maybe just noticing that. Noticing your breath. Maybe beginning to notice the rise and fall of your breath. So inhale, belly gently expands. Maybe you can feel it pressing into your thighs. Exhale. Maybe beginning to notice the gentle rise and fall of your breath. So with each inhale, your belly, your ribs, your chest gently expand. Exhale, belly gently draws in towards the spine. So just beginning to find this movement, finding your breath. And as we move together through this sequence, trying to keep the breath like this, nice, slow, steady breaths in and out, a gentle rise and fall. So now maybe keeping the eyes closed, just begin to walk your fingertips a little bit further forward as you reach your hips a little further back down towards your heels. So you're trying to find as much length through the spine as you can. Nice. Now pressing into the hands, we're going to begin to rise up, rounding through the spine, rolling up to a tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to begin to tilt the pelvis high as you arch back, pressing back, child's pose. So begin to wave through the spine. So inhale, waving forward. Exhale, waving back. You can make this nice and big. 3 more times. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale, waving forward. Exhale, waving back. This time, inhale, coming forward to a nice tabletop position. So just adjust your knees so they come underneath your hips. And we're going to begin to move through the spine with some twists. So inhale, your right fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left fingertips reach up. Open up that left shoulder, and then exhale, place it down. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. This time, exhale, thread the needle so that right arm comes all the way through. You place the right ear down and you press down through that left hand. You could stay as you are, or you could choose to extend the left leg back so toes can stay on the ground. Or if you want to come and test your balance even further, lifting the left leg. So you can use that left hand to help support you here. Remember to breathe. Beautiful. Foot down, knee down, tabletop. Rounding through the spine, we come to cat. Tuck the toes and hover your knees off the ground, hovering cat. Pushing the floor away, rounding through the shoulders. Take a breath. And then drop the knees. Second side, so inhale, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, left hand down. Making the twist a little deeper each time. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left fingertips. Exhale, thread the needle. That left arm comes all the way through. Left side of the face comes down, left ear, and you're just pressing through that right hand. Get a nice deep twist here. Again, option to extend the right leg, maybe even lift the right leg. Nice, place the foot down, place the knee down. Coming back tabletop. When you're ready, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And finding a little bit of movement here in your down dog. So if you want to bend the knees, sway the hips, shake the head, maybe even moving through some spinal waves here. Whatever feels good for you today. Finding any movement. And then when you're ready, coming to stillness in your down dog, pressing the floor away and reaching your hips back and high. So as you push the floor, find some strength through your shoulders, through your arms. Find length through your spine as you pull your hips nice and high. Beautiful option to take a soft bend through the knees. Or maybe knees are straight, pressing the heels down to the ground. With an inhale, let's shift forward to plank. Exhale, knees drop, chest and chin drop, hips high, heart to ground. Shift forward, roll the shoulders back, cobra. Beautiful, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. One more time. So inhale, rolling forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, shift forward to cobra. Maybe this time press through the hands. Lift the hips, lift the knees, upward facing dog. Pulling the chest forward, lift the chin. And then shifting back, downward facing dog. And drop the knees. Again, come to a child's pose, head down. Just there, one breath. And then you're going to begin to roll yourself up. So walk your hands back, circle your arms all the way back, up, and then down, resting onto your thighs or your knees, and begin to round through the spine. So chin to chest, pulling the belly button back. Moving through cat-cow here. So inhale, arching, lifting chest, lifting chin. Exhale, round. Inhale, arching, lifting chest, lifting chin. And then exhale, rounding through the spine. This time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the chest, lift the chin. We're going to hold it here for a few breaths. So reaching your heart nice and high, lift your chin, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Beautiful, taking your hands forward, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Walking your feet all the way to the top of your mat, taking as many steps as you need to. We're going to come to a forward fold, taking your feet underneath your hips and interlacing the hands behind the back. Let the head be heavy, let the hands be heavy, and just soften through the shoulders. So if you feel a little bit restricted here, you could use your towel or your yoga strap between your hands, just to give you a little bit more space. So you can really feel that the hands are heavy, pulling down towards the ground. Shoulders soft, neck nice and relaxed. Again, maybe give it a little shake. And then releasing the hands, big bend through the knees, rolling up through the spine, arms heavy, head heavy, rolling all the way up. Coming to your Tadasana, maybe big toes touch or maybe feet stay hip distance, your choice. Let's move through 3 rounds of halves and salutations just to begin to warm up the body a little bit more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find the length, find the space. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, collarbones reach forward. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands down. Last time, inhale. Exhale, make sure you're breathing. Inhale, find the length as you halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips reach, come all the way up. Maybe small back bend as you press your hips forward. Reach your arms back. And then hands come down. Let's begin to move through our flow. So inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, soften the knees, step the right foot back. Keep that back knee lifted. Low lunge. Back knee is lifted. Press the back heel away. Inhale, left fingertips sweep up. Easy twist. Nice, gazing up towards the fingertips. From here, we begin to spin the feet. So the left toes turn to face the left side, and you're going to turn onto the outside edge of that back foot, and you're going to press the hips down. This left hand can just rest onto the left knee. Getting a little stretch here, take a few breaths. Again, finding that nice movement as you breathe, expansion with each inhale. Nice. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, square yourself forward, and you wiggle those left toes into the center of the mat, ready for our Anjani-asana. So dropping the back knee, fingertips reach up. Pressing your hips forward, reaching up through the fingertips. Just let your eyes focus. Let your mind focus as you just breathe. You could stay here or take your hands behind your head, beginning to lift your chest, lifting your chin, squeezing your elbows away from each other. Can you let the head be heavy as you take a few breaths here? Nice, straightening back up. Bring your hands back down, and you're going to step your back knee outside of the front foot. We're coming to a twist. Left hand comes back, right fingertips reach up. Inhale. Exhale, twist. So gazing towards the back of the mat, you can take hold of the knee or elbow outside of knee. Growing nice and tall with each inhale. Exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Now from here, you're going to take your hands over to the right edge of your mat. You're going to spin your body. Keep your feet kind of where they are. We're coming to a wide-legged forward fold. So I'm going to turn around so my bum isn't to the camera. So you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Any options with your hands here? They could be on blocks. You could walk the hands between the legs. Wherever you are, pulling up the knees, shifting the weight forward into your toes, try and lengthen through the spine. Nice. Take your right hand underneath your nose. Again, it could be on a block, so it's in the center of your body. Left fingertips are going to peel up, so you're just getting a nice twist here. Take one breath. Nice. Left hand down. You're going to walk your hands to the top of your mat. You're going to adjust your feet slightly so you come to your lizard pose. So your left foot outside of your left hand. Take a moment just to kind of rock forwards and backwards here if that feels good. And then in your lizard, you could maybe drop the knees. You could maybe even drop onto your elbows. You could use a block underneath your elbows if the floor isn't quite accessible. And in this version of our lizard pose, I want you to think about squeezing the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Softening the hips down. Find your breath. Nice, one more breath here. And then if you're on your elbows, just come back up to your hands. You could use blocks underneath your hands here if you need them. We're going to tuck the back toes. We're going to shift the hips back as we straighten that front leg to curl the toes back. And then you bend the knee again. So you're just shifting between these two different shapes, straightening the leg and then bending the leg, shifting hips back and forward. Do this a few times and then maybe take a breath here in our kind of wide half Hanumanasana. Think about lengthening through the spine, curling the toes back, pressing the hips back. And then bending the knee again to your lizard. Back knee can be dropped, and you're going to press your left hand into the left knee so that left knee drops out to the side. You can come onto the outside edge of the left foot. Lean back with the chest, maybe look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Beautiful, release the hands. Left hand comes down. Make sure the back toes are tucked. You're going to sweep the left leg high, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, placing the foot down. Breath in your down dog. Breath out. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. You could step, you could jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to your fold. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Come all the way up. Maybe little back bend as you reach back. Exhale, hands down. Second side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, find the length. Exhale, fold, soften the knees. Left foot steps back. Keep the knee lifted. With your next inhale, right fingertips peel up. Easy twist. I'm going to flip around. Nice, so from here, we're going to adjust the body to face the right, adjust the feet as you need them, drop the hips, maybe right hand rests onto the right knee. Take a few breaths. And then walking your hands forward, adjust that right foot to the center, drop the back knee, and Vinyasa, fingertips reach up, press hips forward. Again, let your eyes be nice and still. See if you can find some focus in the mind as you just breathe here, in and out through the nose. Option to take the hand behind the head, lift the chest, lift the chin, elbows reach away, still pressing the hips forward. Nice, lift the body. Hands are going to come down. And again, we step that back knee, so the left knee to the outside of the right foot. It's ready for a seated twist. Right hand behind you. Inhale, left fingertips sweep up. Exhale, twisting, gazing towards the back of your mat. Again, with each inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Nice. Taking your hands all the way to the left side of the mat. Keep your feet kind of where they are and just press yourself up. Wide-legged forward fold. Again, whatever you want to do with the hands here. Maybe walking them through. Maybe this time you interlace the hands behind the back. Again, you could use a strap or a towel. Just let the hands be heavy, shoulders nice and soft. Beautiful. If your hands are interlaced, release them. We're going to take the left hand underneath the nose, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Nice big twist. And then exhale, hand comes down. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, ready for your lizard pose. Keep the knee lifted as you just kind of rock forwards and backwards, working into the hips. And then when you feel ready, maybe you drop the knee. Maybe you drop onto the elbows. Again, take a few breaths here, squeezing that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Hips softening towards the ground. Slow breaths. And then walking your hands, again, underneath your shoulders. You could use blocks underneath your hands as you just begin to shift forwards and backwards between your lizard pose and this kind of wide half Hanumanasana. And then coming to take a few breaths here in this half Hanumanasana, lengthening the spine. So maybe thinking about reaching your chest forward, pulling your hips back, curling the right toes back towards the shin as you press that right hip back. Beautiful. Soften the right knee. Again, back knee is down, right hand to the inside of that right knee, and just press the knee out for a few breaths. Maybe lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Nice release. Hands come down, we tuck the back toes. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, right foot down, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Option to take one vinyasa here if you want to, moving through a plank. Maybe knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, maybe finding your up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Dropping the knees, coming to a child pose, resting the head down, hips down. You can let the elbows be soft here as you just soften through the shoulders. And then walking your hands back towards your knees, lifting your body. And let's swing the hips to one side to swing the legs around. We're going to take a forward fold. So if you need to lift your hips up on a cushion or a block, feel free to do that. Inhale, we're going to reach up. Exhale, we're going to reach forward, forward fold. Maybe your hands take the outsides of your feet, maybe your shins. Maybe you use a strap or a towel here. And see if you can find lots of length through the spine as you do this. So imagine someone's pulling your hips back as you reach your head away from your hips. So wherever that is for you, whatever that looks like, just trying to find a little bit of length. Inhale, reaching up, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands down, and let's come all the way down onto our back. We're going to take a front opener now. So I'm going to opt for a supported bridge. So this is a really nice option if you do have blocks or something to lift your hips. You're just going to lift the hips up and place your block maybe on the highest height or maybe on the middle height. So you want it high enough that you feel it in the front of your hips, and then you just let your hips rest down, finding a supported bridge. You could even extend the legs here, maybe closing the eyes. Now if you don't have a block, maybe you're in your regular bridge, maybe you're even pressing up to a wheel pose. Wherever you are, let's take 2 more breaths. Again, nice slow breaths. If you're in the supported bridge and the legs are straight, just bending the knees again, lifting the hips and sliding your block away, coming all the way down. In your own time, take your time, no rush. Knees into the chest. Now finishing just with a very gentle twist, so dropping the knees over to the right, gazing to the left, and then through center, knees over to the left, gazing to the right. Knees to center, wrap the arms around the legs, give yourself a big hug. Inhale, squeeze the head to the knees, and then exhale, release. Shavasana. Closing your eyes and just let everything go. Let your body be really heavy. Let your face relax. Your jaw relaxes. Softening the front of your shoulders, the front of your hips. And if you have the time, staying here a little longer. If you're ready to leave, maybe beginning to deepen the breath. Wiggling the fingers, the toes. Maybe reaching the arms overhead, finding one last big stretch all the way from your fingertips to your toes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. Let go. Gently rolling over to either side before pressing yourself up to a seated position. Maybe resting the hands down onto the legs or hands at heart center. Again, another moment just to check in with your breath. Check in with your body. Notice how you're feeling. Even just after a little bit of movement, noticing if there's been some shifts in the way your body feels and your mood. And then when you're ready, gently blinking the eyes open. Have a glorious day, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.